Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're doing my everyday makeup drawer for June. We're almost halfway through 2026. Can you believe it? Time now, ever since becoming a mom, I swear it just flies by. It just goes by so fast. My baby is going to be 1 year old this month. I cannot believe it. But we are going to go through and pick out some new makeup for my everyday makeup drawer. If you've never seen these videos before, I do them once a month, usually in like the first week. And I go through my makeup collection and pick out new everyday makeup products that I keep here in my desk. And then those are kind of the products I use for the month. And then at the end, we use the new makeup and do our makeup together. So that is what we are doing today. If you're new here, my name is Blair. I do all kinds of beauty content here on this channel. I would love for you to subscribe, but let's just get into it. We'll start out with last month's products, and then we'll move into the new makeup and the get ready with me at the end. Okay, so here's everything that we've had in for the past month. Let's go through a few things that I loved and used the most this time. Starting with this from Laura Mercier. I've talked about this a few times, but I really like this new balm. What is this called? The Tinted Blur Balm. It is a very light, balmy product, but it looks pretty like smoothing on the skin. It's more on the matte side, so I like to pair this with something that's a little bit more hydrating underneath in terms of my sunscreen, primer, whatever I'm using, because this is a little bit more matte, but it's such an easy product to just put your brush in, tap it all over your face, and you're good. This with concealer to spot conceal has been one of my favorite things this month. So I really like this. The only thing is I have a feeling I'm going to hit pan on this pretty quickly. So that's the only thing, but I definitely have been enjoying it. I've also been really into sunscreens. I have a bunch of them in here because I'm testing a lot of things out, but I've really been enjoying these Color Science, the Flex sunscreens. So I have two. I have fair and I have light, because light is a little bit too dark and fair is a little bit too fair. I need to like mix them, unfortunately. I can get away with one or the other. I got the light one first and I really liked it, so I went ahead and got the fair one. But this is great. It's white, and then when you blend it, it morphs and transforms into the skin tone shade. And it's SPF 50. I really like this for like no makeup days. Still loving my Tatcha SPF. I'm also loving the Haru Haru Wonder. I just put the Summer Fridays one in, so I'm still kind of gathering my thoughts on that. But yeah, this time of year I tend to get really into trying new SPFs and finding ones that work well under makeup. Something else, definitely one of my most used products this month, the Westman Bronzing Duo. This is Soleil Parfait 1. Love this. I have reached for this consistently. This is definitely going to be like a top favorite bronzer for me in my collection now, because I love that you get two tones in here, but I also love the texture of this. It's kind of, I would say, like a cream to powder finish. It looks a little bit smooth and just more blurring on the skin. It's different than a lot of my really balmy, emollient, glowy cream bronzers. So it's kind of a different thing in my collection. I think that's why I really like it. So this is definitely a favorite. I am really enjoying that product. What else have I been into? Oh, you guys, I actually love this Ilia concealer. I wasn't sure at first because of the coverage level. It's not full coverage. It's medium at the very most, but this is such a beautiful concealer. It's incredibly thin, but it actually does look very smooth on the skin. I think it does claim to be like a blurred finish, and I really do see that in it. The more I use it, the more I like it. I had to kind of warm up to this one for some reason, but this is definitely my most used concealer out of all the ones that I have in this time. So definitely thumbs up on that for me. Most used blush right now, powder-wise, is still Kosas in Swoon. I know everybody's tired of hearing me talk about Swoon, but this is just a blush that goes with everything to me, so I've been loving that still. Loving the MAC Multi-Sculpts. Again, I've talked about these a million times now, but I consistently use them, and I've been using all 4 of them all month long, so I really like that. What else? That's probably about it. Other than this, I feel like I talk about this all the time, but Jane Iredale Press Powder Foundation. I use this consistently. It's just a good, quick go-to base product, whether I wear it on its own, or I also like to just press a little bit of this on top when I use something that's lighter coverage. I've really been liking that. So those are kind of the things that stand out the most to me. Let me tell you something I'm going to get rid of. Actually, there's not much in this group that I really didn't like, but this concealer from Maybelline, the Lifter Concealer, okay, this is not good. I keep trying to make this work, and it just is not flattering. It is way too thick, and I don't mind a fuller coverage concealer, but this one is just too much. It's too thick, it's drying. The shade range is not great in my opinion. This was a fail. I had such high hopes for this concealer, but it's just, every time I've used it, I wish that I didn't. So those are gonna go because I don't like that. And that's it this month in terms of things I know I want to declutter. These are just, they're just not good. Not good. I would not recommend that. But everything else I really, really enjoyed in here. So let's go ahead and we'll put everything away, and then we'll get into the fun part, which is picking the new products. Okay, let's pick some new makeup, starting with primer, which is over here. Y'all, I had a really hard time getting my stuff back in these 3 drawers. You'll see when we get to the blush and bronzer drawer, but I'm probably gonna have to reorganize these again because they're exploding once again. That's a topic for another day, but let's pick primer. I am gonna do this MAC strobe cream. This is the bronze one. Last time I had the Say Glowy Super Gel in, and I had the Sun Glow color. I use something like this if I want to darken something or just add like a little bit of a bronzy tint to it. So I like to have something like this around me. So I'm gonna do the MAC one this time. And let's see. I think I might do this also. I haven't used this in a while, the CL Prime and Protect. This is SPF 30. It's a primer. I wouldn't really say it does anything in terms of like keeping your makeup on longer. It's just a nice, slightly hydrating, a little bit radiant base product. I kind of like to use this with just concealer over it. It's really pretty. But I haven't used that in a little while. So let's do that. And let's see, do I want anything else? I might honestly put my grippy serum primer from Maybelline back in just because it's starting to get really hot here, and this time of year is when I will sometimes want to pull out a primer if I'm wanting my makeup to last a little bit longer. So I think I will pull that out as well. And that should be it for primer. For base products, okay, I think I'm gonna do Victoria Beckham, I can't even remember, the foundation drops, with Augustinus Butter. This I haven't used in a while. Very pretty. Usually it's a tiny bit dark for me, but this is too expensive for it to just sit here. So we're gonna use this month and get some use out of it. So let's do that. And that one's not like incredibly dark. It's just like a hair too dark, but I can definitely make it work. So we're gonna put that in. Maybe the Kylie Cosmetics Skin Tint. This is actually really nice. It's so surprising. I will say I wish they would expand the shades. The shade range is not good, but this is so pretty on the skin. I feel like this is highly underrated. What's not really a brand I would think of as having a great skin tint, but it's nice because it's a little bit on the soft matte side, so it's not super glowy, but it's just really pretty on the skin. It does give you some coverage, but it's still really lightweight. I have shade 2.5 in. It's an okay match. I usually have to kind of work with it a little bit to get it to look okay on me in terms of the shade, but the formula is really good. I really want to put this in the Makeup Forever Skin Balancing and Perfecting Foundation. I shouldn't, just because this is brand new, number one, and number two, I have a feeling if I put this in, I'm going to want to use this all the time, because when I tried this in the video a few weeks ago, I think I titled that video, like, is this the best foundation of the year? Honestly, I really think it is. I've used it several times since filming that, and I don't know, there's something about this one that is something really, really pretty. So maybe we will. Let's just put it in, and hopefully I won't reach for that every single time, but I have a feeling that I might. Let's do Maybelline Superstay. This is more matte. They say it's Lumi Matte. I think it's more matte, just like standard matte in my opinion, but let's put this in. I could maybe use this to mix into things, like especially that Victoria Beckham. I could like mix this in to make it a little bit less glowy and a little bit better shade match for me. So let's do those, and I think that should be it for foundations and skin tints. All right, let's pick a corrector or a few correctors. Let's do the Sarah Creal, the Face Flex corrector. It's time to use that again. And then I think I might put this in. I actually kind of forgot I put this in the last month. It kind of got hidden in the very back of the drawer. The Natasha Denona Brightener. I haven't been like wanting to reach for this that much. I think it's because it's not, I can't really use it as a corrector. I can really only use it to mix with things or to brighten after corrector and concealer, and I just don't do that often, but I'm gonna put it in again and see if I can get a little bit more use out of it. Ooh, maybe we'll do the Huda one. This is Peach Light. That one I definitely haven't used in a while, so let's do that for correctors. And then finally for concealer, I recently got a new shade of this. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer. I didn't love this the first time I tried it. I think part of it might have been the shade that I have, so I got a new shade and I want to kind of play with that. So we'll put that one in. Okay, definitely going to put in the Maxine's Revenge Concealer. I just got these. These were sent to me and I've only used them twice, so I want to play around with those some more. I'm going to put that in. Let's do this Makeup Forever HD Skin Full Coverage Concealer. Haven't used that one in a little while. And let's see, do I want anything else? Let's do Kosas. I haven't done that one in a while. Let's use that. Okay, I think that's everything for this drawer. Okay, so this drawer is the one that's gotten... How did it get this full already? Like, genuinely. Story of my life. I feel like I'm cleaning stuff out and then before I know it, it looks like this again. We'll have to tackle that another day. But let's pick some powders first. So powders are over here. I feel like I haven't gotten that many new powders, but it seems like I have based on how many things are in here. Okay, let's do the Natasha Denona Hy-Glam Loose Powder. This is new to me, but I kind of want to test it some more. So let's do that one. And then I want a pressed powder, I think. Maybe let's do this. I haven't used my Tower 28 powder in a while. The Get Set pressed powder in Palisades Pink. Let's do that, and then maybe one more. No, you know what? Let's just stop there. I'm just gonna do 2 so that I can really, well, no, I lied. We're gonna do this one too. This is new from Milani. It's the Baked Blurring Finishing Powder. I literally just got this, so I've only used it once. I don't really have many thoughts on it. So I'm gonna put that in too. And that should be it for powders. I do want to do a highlighter, I think. I'm going to put this in. I don't know why, I'm just kind of in the mood to. This Makeup Forever Artist Highlighter in Wherever Pearl. This is like one of the strangest powder formulas. It looks, or it is a powder, but then when you apply this, it doesn't really look like powder on your skin. It looks more like a cream. I don't know how much I will use it since I don't use highlighter every day, but I'm going to put that in just to have. And then let's see, for bronzer, my bronzers have also exploded because so many new bronzers have come out. Think about all the new bronzers in like the last month that have come out. It's kind of crazy. I'm gonna put this in because I don't know if I like this or not. The L'Oreal Lumi Bronze. I thought the color was really odd when I used this the last time. I thought it pulled pretty orangey, which I'm not a fan of, but it's supposed to be a rosy tone. So I don't know, but let's put that one in so I can play with it some more. Let's do the Sarah Creal Just Like Paradise Cream Bronzer. This is the new shade in 1.5. I really like this. I want to use that some more. So we'll do that. And then for powders, I'm going to do the Armani Luminous Silk Bronzer. I got this during the Sephora sale and I've really been liking it. Gonna put that in, and then maybe one more that's a little bit more on the matte side because that Armani bronzer is pretty glowy. Should we put in Tara from Tom Ford? This, I don't think they make this. Didn't they get rid of this when he reformulated recently? Honestly, I probably should have decluttered this because you can't even get it, but there's just something about this that just feels wrong to declutter. I'm gonna throw that in and get some use out of it. All right, that should be it for bronzers. Then for blushes over here, blush has definitely exploded. There have been so many new blushes too. Just, I guess there's always a ton of new blushes, but I feel like in the last few weeks, blush and bronzer has just kind of exploded. But let's pick some blushes to use. We've got our Rhode blushes. Maybe we should do, let's do Tan Line from Rhode. I feel like this is a really good like bronzer color or just like summery blush color. I did just see the Rhode bronzers are coming out in like a week, I think. More bronzer. But I am kind of excited about it because I do really like the Rhode blushes. Okay, let's do Glassy Cayenne from House Labs, another really good bronzer. Ooh, this is Mimi from Westman Atelier. I haven't used this one in a little while. This is a really nice neutral nude blush. I think we'll put that one in. I do really like these, the new Kosas Impressionist sticks. I have Muse and Nuance. I really like Nuance. I like both, honestly. I was gonna say I like Nuance the best, but I like both. I'm gonna put that in for something on the new side, and then I really want to do a few of the MAC blushes because I've really been liking these. So let's do Baby Girl. This one is the really light one. This I would really only use as like a topper, but it's really pretty. So let's do that. Velvet Teddy. That's a good bronzer shade on me. And let's choose one more powder maybe. Let's do a different shade in the Kosas. I think I want, yeah, Dreamland from Kosas. This is a really nice rosy nude color. I think this might be really pretty with several of those creams that we chose. So let's do that. And let's see, do I want anything else? I guess I could put one of the new e.l.f. sticks in. Let's do the darker one, the Heat Check one. Yeah, let's do that since that one's new and we can use it some more. And I think that's probably it. Should probably stop there because I don't want to do too many. I kind of want to put this in too. I haven't used this a whole lot. The MPH face palette, maybe we will. Yeah, let's put that in too, and that should be it for here. All right, finally for eyes and lips. Let's do eyes first, I guess. I'm gonna do the new Violette FR eyeshadow in Late Au Cafe. It's a really nice warm brown. I want to test that out a little bit more. I might do this also. This is the Hourglass Light. What are these called? The glitter, scattered light glitter eyeshadows in Reflect. That one is a really pretty, like rose gold color. Let's do my Makeup by Mario. Shadows in Sandstone and Taupe. I kind of put these away for a while. Let's pull those out again. And let's see, for a palette, maybe we should do this, the Rare Beauty palette. This palette's so pretty. It's the, what is this called? Essential Neutrals. Came out a few months ago, but it's really, really beautiful. Let's put that in just for an option for eyeshadow, and then maybe I'll do my little MAC quad that I have here as well. And that is probably all I'll do for eyeshadow. For brows, I don't really have too many brow things right now. Let's do NYX. I was gonna switch it, but honestly, I really want to keep my Powder Louder pencil in. I've been just loving this lately, so let's just keep the brow stuff the same. I don't know, I'm just not really feeling switching the brow stuff right now, so we'll leave that the same. And let's see, for like liners, shadow sticks, Chanel, this little Stylo Ombre. I haven't used that in a while. Oh, let's do this. This is the Laura Mercier, the Caviar eyeliner. This is really good in the waterline. It's the bronze color. Maybe Dimensional Dark Brown from Makeup Forever, just to use something different because I feel like I always kind of end up using the same things. And then I'll do this Urban Decay Naked Shadow Stick in Peach Bum. Maybe this MAC Dazzle Shadow Stick in Subliminal Spark. It's just a really pretty shimmery color. That's probably good. I don't think I need anything else for the eyes. And last, let's do lips. Okay, I'm gonna do this Wonder Skin Lip Contour Lip Liner. I found this in my purse about a week ago. I forgot how good this lip liner is. It's the shade Saddle. It's just such a perfect color for my lips. So I am going to put that in. I'm gonna do this Huda lip stain in Soft Nude. I'm gonna do, I almost lost my liner, almost fell back there. I realized if anything falls behind this dresser thing, it's attached to the wall and I can't get it. So if anything falls back there, it's done. I can't get to it. So my Anastasia brow pencil has unfortunately gotten back there and I can't get it back, which is sad. Anyways, gotta be careful. The Lip Cheat in Love Trap. Let's do Makeup by Mario. Let's do Travis. I haven't done Travis in a while. Let's do that one. Maybe this Jones Road pencil in Rosewood. And let's see, maybe one more. All right, I'm just gonna pick one. I'm not gonna look and pick it. Okay, Victoria Beckham, shade number 2. All right, that'll be it for liners. For lip products, I'm gonna do this Revlon Shiny Lipstick in Nude Illuminator. I used this in my drugstore video the other day and I fell back in love with it. So we're gonna pull that out again. Let's do Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury, obviously. I really want to do my Naughty Talk, but I'm gonna force myself to do something else. Let's do MAC, Thanks It's MAC. And let's see what else. Let's do Hourglass the Phantom Glossy Balm in Trace. Let's do Lawless Gloss in Velvet. Maybe this Comfy Lip Staining Oil in Rose. Mario Gloss in Rustic Pink. Maybe this Burst Balm in Reserve. That's actually really pretty. And maybe Westman lipstick in Petal. Okay, I think that's everything. So I'm gonna gather everything up and then we will reorganize my drawer. Okay, got everything put back in. I feel like I have a lot of space. I did change out one of the containers that I had my SPFs in before. I changed that out for that one over there. So I feel like with this configuration, I just have more space maybe than I had before, because I did feel like it's pretty spread out and we still have quite a bit of space, but that's fine. So I have my base products here, blushes, powders, powder blush, powder bronzer, all my skincare stuff. Lip liners are there, palettes, eyeshadow. Those two primers are too tall to stand up. I really hate it when that happens. I like to stand things. I don't know why, I feel like I can see them better when everything is standing up, but a lot of things are too tall, which kind of sucks. So that's why I had to like lay these down like this. But I think this is probably the best I can do with this assortment of stuff. But now let's use some of these products and we'll do our makeup together. All right, let's do some makeup, but I need to do my SPF. Before we do that, let's use the Tatcha one today. This is the Milky Sunscreen with SPF 50. Several of you have messaged me and asked me if I'm still liking this SPF, and unfortunately the answer to that question is yes. Of all the new ones that I've been trying, I do really love this one. I really did not want to because it is expensive for a sunscreen, but what makes this one special is how thin it is. Like, I'm not kidding. If you're in a Sephora, or actually I guess Ulta carries Tatcha now, go over and test this sunscreen on your hand. It literally feels like the milky toners that everybody loves right now, but an SPF instead of just a toner. It's so nice. And it just doesn't feel sticky or heavy. It looks good under makeup. I hate to say it, but I really do like it. It's probably one of those things that I'll wait until the Sephora sale to buy again, since I have other sunscreens that I like and I use. But I gotta say, I'm not unhappy with that purchase from the Sephora sale. And actually my next video that you see is gonna be a bunch of like makeup review updates. So that should be coming next, and that will include this Tatcha sunscreen. All right, let's move into foundation. So I'm kind of torn. I either want to use Victoria Beckham or Maybelline. Kind of thinking Victoria Beckham, although I do think this is going to be like a little bit dark for me. Well, I think Maybelline should match me, so we'll do Maybelline today. This is the shade 112. It's actually been a while since I've worn this, so I remember liking it, but I don't, or I haven't used it recently. I remember it being really lightweight, and yeah, I think the shade is okay. I want to say it might even be a little bit light. I had the Maybelline, the glowy one, the Plump and Glow, in last month, and that one oxidizes on me, and I can't remember if this one oxidized on me or not. I have a different shade in the Maybelline one. I think I have 113 in that one, but by the end of the day it's pretty significantly more dark, and it also turns a little bit orangey to me, so I don't know. I don't remember if this one does that or not. I'm gonna add a little bit more on this side. Okay, for corrector, I'm gonna use the Huda Faux filter in light peach. I forgot about this one. It was kind of buried down in the bottom of all my different correctors. I like this one so much. I just hate the packaging. The formula is really good. And then let's do a little bit of the Kosas concealer on my face just to add a little bit more coverage. And this should pair well, I think, with the Maybelline, because this is a really creamy hydrating concealer and that Maybelline foundation is definitely pretty matte. So they should hopefully pair well together. All right, I'm gonna blend that corrector first, and then I'm gonna switch back to my foundation brush to blend the concealer. And this is shade 2.6 in the Kosas concealer. If you have that Maybelline foundation, the new one, the Plump and Glow, does it oxidize on you? Sometimes I wonder if it's just me like thinking these things and it isn't actually true. I don't know why. Sometimes I really do think that. But I swear every time I've worn it by the end of the day, I think it looks completely different on my skin than it did at the beginning of the day. I don't know. And I really can't remember if this one is the same or not. For bronzer, I'm going to use the Creal. This is the Just Like Paradise cream bronzer in 1.5. And I really like, this is one of the new shades. I think they might have released a few new shades. I can't remember how many there were, but this is one of them. And it's a little bit more like red toned and not as like orangey yellow toned as some of the other ones that she has. This formula is very, very nice. It's similar, I would say, to like the Makeup by Mario Skin Enhancer, but this one is more pigmented. And this one's not quite as balmy as the Makeup by Mario, but it has that same kind of slippy, really thin, lightweight feel to it. But it's definitely a little bit more pigmented to me. Yeah, every time I use it, I forget that it's actually pretty pigmented. For some reason, I always think it's going to be kind of sheer, but it's not. For blush, I think I want to use Rhode Tan Line. I love this color, especially for like summertime. I just think it's a really pretty, like bronzy, rosy color. It's really nice. I'm gonna go a little bit heavier handed with it since I haven't done concealer yet under my eyes. This is probably my favorite Rhode color if I had to pick one. But I am pretty excited for the new bronzers. I hope the shades are good. It looks like the lightest shade might be a really nice like rosy bronzer. I hope it is. I just saw the swatches. I think they were just posted today online, but it does look really nice to me. So I'm excited for those. I think they come out next week sometime. I thought about even doing like a bronzer roundup type of video. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in, like talking about all the new formulas, because there are so many. I also thought about doing a bronzer video and like talking about bronzers that if you have a lighter skin tone that don't make you look orange. I thought about doing that too. So let me know what you would be interested in, because I'm curious if that's something y'all would want to see or no. Let me know. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the Kosas concealer under the eyes now. And I'm gonna blend that in with the A506. This has been my like favorite concealer brush lately. I was really on the N14 for a while, the Nikki LaRose one. And I still love that brush. I have a bunch of them, but I don't know why the Kitten Paw brush has been my new obsession. I do that with brushes. I get in like these phases where I'm just stuck on particular brushes for certain things, and it usually lasts for a while. Let me know if that's something that you do too. I find it really hard to switch out my brushes for some reason. Okay, for powder, I'm going to use Natasha Denona Hy-Glam. Actually, I don't think I've used this in a video. I've used it on myself, just not when I was filming. I like this powder. It's good. I don't know that it's my favorite in my whole collection, but I do like it. I've seen like mixed reviews on it. I don't think it's incredibly blurring like I thought it was going to be. So it mattifies the skin and it does set your makeup really well, like 100%, but it doesn't give you that smooth pore look that some powders do. I don't know why, but I don't think it's the most blurring powder that I've ever seen. I don't think it blurs much at all, really, but it does do a really nice job of like locking in makeup. It is translucent, so you can't see it. I don't think it's my favorite. I do sometimes like a loose powder to be a little bit more blurring, usually because where I apply it is just kind of in the area where I do have pores that I notice. But I gotta say, it's not a bad powder at all. I just don't think it's the most blurring. Yeah, it actually says it is on the back. I was just seeing, or I just noticed. I haven't used it like every single day consistently either. So this month I can do that and hopefully really solidify what I think of it. But so far I'm kind of like, I like it, but it's not my absolute favorite powder. Okay, one more thing I want to use is the Kosas blush in Dreamland. So this is a really beautiful, warm, like rosy nude color. It's so pretty. I kind of forget about this one, especially now that I've tried Swoon, because Swoon is just, I love it. But Dreamland is also really pretty. Oh yeah, and it pairs perfectly with Tan Line. I've actually never paired these two together, but yeah, I can tell they're like a match made in heaven. Perfect pairing. I love Kosas blushes. I love the new multi-sticks too, the Impressionist sticks. I did a short little Instagram video on those and I love those. I think they're so good. Kosas does cheek products really well, or blushes I should say. I don't think they have. Does Kosas have cream bronzer? They don't, do they? I don't think they do. Okay, let's do brows now. Nothing exciting or new to see here. I'm just using my NYX Powder Louder pencil. I love this pencil. But I was telling y'all when we were picking out the makeup that the Anastasia Perfect brow pencil that I got, I don't know, it's probably been like a month or so ago now. It fell behind my dresser back here where I keep my makeup, and now I can't get it out. It's like stuck back there because that thing is so close to the wall. I haven't been able to figure out a way to get it out. So sadly that Anastasia pencil will be back there probably till we move from this house, because I don't know how to get it out and I kind of miss it. I was loving that pencil. That's actually why I started pulling this one out again, because they're very similar. That one is a powder pencil also. This one is really good too. Setting my brows in place now. Again, nothing new or exciting here. Just using my Benefit 24-hour brow setter. I really need somebody to make a more affordable alternative of this, because I just don't like any drugstore brow gel as much as this one. In fact, I don't like any brow gel as much as this one. There's just something about this Benefit one. I need somebody to make an alternative that's very similar. Moving into eyes, I want to use my Mario Master Mattes, the cream shadow in Sandstone. I was using this like every day a few months ago, and then I finally started using some of my other stuff, but I do really love these from Mario. If you want an ultra matte eye, this will get you that in like 2 seconds, but they do dry super fast. And if you have dry lids, I would not recommend this. This is going to be best for oily lids, or if you're going to be out in like hot, humid weather and you want to put something on your eyes that will not move and will lock in for a long time. That is what I would recommend these for, but they are a little bit on the dry side. They're like kind of like a moussey texture, and they are very matte, so no glow from these, but I love this shade in Sandstone. It's obviously a very neutral Blair color, but I really like it. And then let's see, what else can we do? Kind of thinking of like a monochrome type of look. I'm gonna go into this bronzer we used. Oops, that was a lot. And I'm gonna put this in the crease of my eye. And I'm using my 206 from BK Beauty, which is pretty much what I use every time I use any type of cream or liquid on my eyes. It's just the best for that. So I'm gonna put that in the crease. I've really been into this look also lately. I really like to put whatever powder blush that I used on my eyes. So I'm gonna use this Dreamland blush, and I'm gonna put it on the lid and bring it up over that bronzer also. I just love like a monochrome look like this, especially in summer. Okay, so we've got that all over, and then I'm gonna take that 206 brush that we used, and I'm gonna go on the lower lash line just with whatever is on the brush. Same thing with that eyeshadow brush. Perfect. And then let's see. I pulled this out. I don't know if I want shimmer. This is that Hourglass Scattered Light shadow in Reflect, but I kind of feel like it would be pretty. So I'm going to take just a little bit on my finger, and I'm just going to barely tap this right in the center of the lid. Now I'm going to use the Laura Mercier, the Caviar liner in, what is this, bronze. And I'm going to do just a little bit of liner like I normally do, just on the outer half of the upper lash line. Okay, so I'm going to kind of sit it or apply it where I want it, and then I'm going to take a 204 smudger brush from BK Beauty and smudge it just a little bit. So just like a tiny little bit of definition, but not a ton. And I'm going to put this in the waterline also. That's actually what this pencil was made for, is to apply in the waterline. And it works great for that too. Okay, I just realized I didn't pick any mascaras when we were picking makeup earlier. I don't know how I forgot that, but I just grabbed this one. Nothing new here either, but this is the one I have open that I like the most by far right now, and it's the Lisa Eldridge Kitten Lash in Burnt Umber, which is the nice warm kind of reddish brown. I love this mascara, and actually I think this mascara gets better the longer it's open. I really do. Okay, finally for lips, I think I want to do Makeup by Mario Travis. I have not done this shade in a while. Okay, this shade is on the darker side for me, so I have to concentrate. That color is so good though. All right, I'm gonna take the little brush on the other end and go over it a little. The lipstick I have in mind with this is Thanks It's MAC. And let's see, do we need a gloss? We really don't, I don't guess. Well, I'm gonna do just a little bit of gloss. I swear, I'm like a gloss crazy person. I just love lip gloss. I'm gonna do a little bit of this Lawless gloss in Velvet. All right, this is the finished makeup, and that is this month's Everyday Makeup Drawer. This makeup look, I love. I love everything about it. The tones, the like monochrome, all one kind of rosy terracotta tone look, I love, especially for summer. I'm glad I pulled some of these things out again, like that Maybelline foundation. That looks so good. It looks so good. Phenomenal on my skin. Kosas concealer. This Kosas Dreamland blush. I haven't used this color in a while, but oh, this on the eyes and on the cheeks. Rhode Tan Line. The lip combo, like I just love everything. I love this whole look. I'm glad we pulled out some older things and rediscovered them, which is the whole point of these videos, and it's really the reason that I love them so much, and I know that a lot of you love them as well. So I hope these inspire you to play with your makeup, play with old things, play with things that you forgot about, use them, see if you like them. If they're not bringing you joy, get rid of them. Get rid of them. Don't say I didn't tell you. Get rid of them if they're not bringing you joy. And that's it for today, I think. I will link everything below in the description box for you and in YouTube shopping. If you do shop through my links, I do make a commission that supports my channel. So thank you so much for that. And if you're not already, please make sure to follow me over on Instagram at simply.blair and TikTok simply.blair1. I post quite a bit of short form content over there as well. But I will see you again very soon for another video. Remember, simply be you. Bye.